What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And in today's video, I wanted to talk to y'all about how to get subscribers fast, especially if you're a small channel with no subscribers or if you have some subscribers. I've been posting videos for the past year and I got some traction, but as of late, I've been deep diving on YouTube on how to get subscribers and how to kind of understand this thing called SEO, because at first I see this word plastered all over YouTube, and I'm going to show you some simple tricks. It's not something like sub for sub, because, you know, we all know sub for sub does not work. What ends up happening is that it'll inflate your subscriber count. But when you post a video, it's almost as if like no one watches it. So in this video today, I'm going to show you some organic ways that I've used to kind of grow my channel and kind of pass that along. And it's going to be simple and easy. I'm not going to waste your time. It's not going to be any crazy edits or anything like that. I want to just tell y'all, I got my coffee right here. I want to talk to y'all and we're going to jump right into it. So the first things first, I've learned this from Twitch, and I'm going to just bring out the elephant in the room. On Twitch, when I was starting out during COVID, they were doing this thing called sub to my channel, I'll sub to your channel. The problem with sub for sub is that it doesn't bring genuine help to your channel, right? If you don't have people that, let's say for instance, you post car videos, right? And you got somebody who's interested in gardening. What's going to end up happening when you post a video about cars or motorcycles or automotive, they're not going to watch the video. And to be honest, that's just not I feel like there's from a morale standpoint, it kind of doesn't align with my values. So if it doesn't align with your values or how you feel when it comes to creating, you're not going to feel comfortable doing that over and over and over, because you know what? Be honest. Fads do not last. Fads, trends, they all come and go. But being your organic, genuine self, that'll last the longest time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say sub for sub. You know what I'm saying? It will lead to subscribers now, but then later on, they're going to unsubscribe. You know what I'm saying? So nonetheless, sub for sub, avoid that. It's just put in the time, put in those reps creating content, and do content that you enjoy, because at the end of the day, it's going to make it easier for you to create content on YouTube, and you're not going to feel like uncomfortable or this burden over yourself to create. All right. So the next one, post videos frequently. And I mean, I'm not saying post 3 videos a day. I'm not saying post a video every single day, but if you're going to create content on the channel or your channel, YouTube has to kind of get information and data from the content that you create. So that way they can recommend the audience to the people. Well, recommend your content rather to the people that are looking for that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, for instance, you post maybe 3 times a week. Let's say at least maybe twice a week or even once a week. If you post a video once a week, your subscribers or those viewers that eventually turn into subscribers are going to be looking for that content at least once a week at that specific time or close to that. You know what I'm saying? Don't burn yourself out creating content every single day. You can create content every day if that's something that's in your schedule, but stick to a schedule that's realistic around your family, your time, and just your overall routine. So that way you just don't feel like this burden or this pressure on your back to create. That's one thing I've learned in this past year. Do content, be discerning on how you create your content. Do it because you want to, not because you feel like it's this job, right? And that's the thing. When you do things that's not work and it's your passion, you don't feel this weight when you have to set up the camera and create. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like creating content. One thing I'll say is that I like creating content now that I put less of an emphasis on editing and more into the speaking and talking to the camera comfortably. All right. Be consistent, but do the schedule. Do it at a schedule that works for you. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, you can do this, tread this path carefully. I don't personally do this, but I see people who have gained success doing it. Hold on, let me grab some water. While I'm sipping water, do me a favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm so thankful to be here. When I started in January, I was nowhere near this, and I'm so happy to be where I'm at today. If it wasn't for y'all, I'm gonna just take a sip of coffee. Cheers. Thank you so much. All right, let's hop on to the next one. Also, make sure you have something to drink when you're creating YouTube videos if you don't edit, because you're going to get thirsty. All right, hopping on trends. All right, I'm going to tread this carefully, right? For instance, if you're into DJI camera videos or DJI cameras and that's something that you're into or vlogging, you can, let's say there's a new software update or something changes, or there's something like a price hike that happens, you can make a video around that. But don't chase trends that are outside your niche, because what's going to end up happening is that you're going to be trend chasing, and that's going to get tiring. You're going to eventually have this thing called imposter syndrome. You're going to create videos that kind of don't align with who you are and what you do. And from a morale standpoint, morale is the most important thing to me. It just doesn't come off real, right? Tread carefully with trending ideas, but the next one is my favorite. Create evergreen ideas is the next one. Create these evergreen ideas to create content that remains valuable in the future. Like if you do a how-to video on how to change a tire, how to change your oil, how to create a YouTube video. If you do those things, those videos will be valuable to someone else that is searching on the platform. How-to videos are very, very sought after. Like today, I was like, oh, how I went to go buy a headset for my PC, how to find the best headset, or what is the best headset for noise cancellation, because I have an air conditioner by my desk. Do those things because people are going to be actively searching. You know what I'm saying? SEO is search engine optimization. You want to optimize your video to be searchable and clickable, right? When you first start out, you're going to be finding out what works best for you. You're going to be trying things here or there. But at the end of the day, you want to say to yourself, I want to make a video that aligns around my values. I want to make a video that is relevant to something that is a challenge to somebody. And you want to create that content. How to do this? How do I do that? Use that, make it evergreen, and use those foundational topics to kind of maybe find your niche, right? All right, let's move on to the next one. And it's kind of ties in. You want to create these videos that are searchable. Like if you are looking for, you want to make videos that someone like yourself or someone that you know that has an opportunity and you want to solve that problem. Like what are the best settings for a DJI Osmo Pocket 3? What are the best settings to create a video with your iPhone? You know, you want to use those things so that way it'll be searchable and you'll have more people out there in the world looking for that type of video. All right. Use that. I feel like it's kind of like reverse engineering. Like a lot of times, like I'll look for something and I'm like, yeah, I should just YouTube that. Like, and if you do that, you'll find people all over the world that are doing that. And you'll get people to watch your video because if you provide that valuable content and you do it in a nice, conscientious and concise way. All right. Now, the last one, when you get to the end of the video, and I mean, this is kind of like, I'm in sales, right? It's kind of like you explain the benefits, you explain the features, you explain how things will be helpful. You got to just, you know what, ask for the sale. You got to bring that call to action, include a call to action. Ask a question like, hey, do me a favor. Let me know if YouTube what are some challenges that you guys are facing with YouTube creating content? Let me know if you guys feel the same about how the noise cancellation is on this headset. Let me know what do you guys think as far as what is your favorite phone, iPhone or Android? And let them kind of talk and answer those questions when they drop them in the comments, and also ask them to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? They made it all the way to the end of the video. You got to ask them, hey, listen, if I'm giving you this value, do me a favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe. We're going to be dropping more content. And then you could just build it from there. You know, those call to actions, don't do them in the very beginning, because it's like, hey, what's going on, guys? Do me a favor, like and subscribe. No, people are there to find value from your video. That's why they clicked. So when they click that video, don't just immediately ask them to subscribe. I mean, in the beginning, I didn't really ask for people to subscribe because I kind of felt like, you know what, if the content is bringing value, you know, it'll come. But over time, once YouTube gets to know you, once the people get to know you, then you can be like, hey, do me a favor, drop a like, you know, on the video and subscribe. That's kind of my take on it. I just would say this, your views, right? All in all, your views will lead to some real organic subscribers. You have to focus on increasing your views, focus on being consistent, and focus on delivering valuable content. You know, sub for sub won't work. It has never worked. I've seen people do it on Twitch, and be honest, it kind of like, I'm an integrity guy, so I'm gonna do the right thing. So doing anything else, it doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I appreciate you watching the video all the way to the end. Drop a like on the video, subscribe. I know I said it 3 times, but we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by January. With your help, we'll get there. do me a favor, comment down below. What is something as a small YouTuber that what is some things that what are some challenges that you have faced as a small YouTuber starting out? In the beginning, for me, it was just being able to talk to the camera, and I just kept doing it. And now I'm so comfortable when I do it over and over. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace.